Hello, welcome back to the LODcast. I'm Matt, and I'm here with Osh and Eric, and today we're going to talk about news in the games.
Yay!
So, how is everybody?
So first off, I'm gonna give everyone a fair warning. There is a dead fire alarm in this room with me, so it's gonna beep every like 30 seconds. Just a warning. Anyways, so yeah, uh, I don't really. I've been like really busy with school recently. It's fucking getting to me, man. And then my YouTube video that I uploaded like 4 days late, like took forever to make. Like, oh my god. I don't know, everything just feels like it's been really hard to do recently with like everything, and then kind of relating this to Eric. Eric also had the same issue with the video like messing up and editing, and I don't know, I feel defeated this week. Like everything just took too long. Yeah, so my last 2 weeks have been pretty wild. Uh how about yours, Eric?
So yeah, shit's been kind of crazy. I missed the. I know you messaged me, and your brother actually messaged me asking if everything was all right. When I missed when I missed the upload date, it's like, yeah, I just got some shit going on. Cueyo, I don't know if you guys remember. Hasha had a lot of stuff going on the last couple weeks. Now it's my turn.
Oh no.
I have a lot of shit going on. Long stories short, someone I care about almost got killed by her boyfriend. Yeah, that was fun. And I got there at the same time the police got there, which was lucky. Yeah, basically that was 2 weeks. That was a week ago now, over a week ago, and I'm still dealing with the fallout of that, which makes things a lot harder to record. And my dumbass messed up a really stupid thing in lore, like so stupid that I was like, I don't even want to correct it because that was really dumb of me to do, and I can't even like add like a hey, I know this is like I messed up here. It wasn't like I messed up a date. It was like I just said something really stupid, so I had to get ready to change that.
Yeah, I completely understand. When you make like a mistake like that, it's not as easy as just saying, "Hey, I messed this up." You gotta like rewrite things and re-record.
I had to change like 3 minutes of audio, and I was like, all right, I feel better about that now. I was like, I'd rather this be a day late than sound so stupid.
Yeah, exactly. That's literally what happened with me. Like, I was having because like I forgot my hard drives, right? So I was having. By the way, I have like two external hard drives that I get all my game footage and stuff from. So I had to recreate a bunch of assets. I had to like re-record tons of things, and then in the end, I messed up with an editing thing. I didn't record like 2 hours worth of footage, so I just did nothing for 2 hours because my computer ran out of space. So yeah, man, it's been wild. How about you, Matt? We know it's not your turn yet. We'll wait for Eric's life crisis to end, and you can get yours.
Oh yeah.
Don't worry, it'll get there.
Yeah. I got a job offer for a part-time job until I actually go back to living on campus at my college, which is pretty nice. I'm a seasonal employee for Best Buy. I'm in the video game area the whole time, which is pretty cool.
Nice.
School has been a bitch. I'm a captain of an esports team, and no one listens to me.
Yep, you get used
So,
to it.
yeah. Other than that, I've just been going with the flow, waiting for this year to end,
Yeah, man. But we can get out of this fucking year and fix everything.
Oh my god. Very scary times.
But yeah, I think with that, we should move on to the juicy stuff. Eric, take us away.
So part of the podcast that we just talk about whatever the hell it is we want to talk about. And the first one we want to talk about is no more Xbox Live. I have no idea what this is about. Oh, I'm gonna have to take like 5 minutes to Google this.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
I got it. So I was on, I was on the internet the other day, and I see that Xbox Live is going bye-bye. And so basically Xbox Live was the only way to play online multiplayer on the Xbox. And that was introduced, I think, for the original Xbox.
Yeah, I think it went live like a few months after it came out.
So it's been there ever since, and PlayStation was always known to be like with PC and having free online multiplayer as long as you have a stable internet connection.
Up until the PS4 came out.
Exactly, because they saw that Xbox Live makes money, they want to do the same thing.
Well, I mean, I'm looking at a report. I mean, granted, this is from August 5th. This is from Xbox or Microsoft, sorry. They said we have no plans to discontinue Xbox Live Gold at this time. It has always been an important part of gaming on Xbox today and will continue to be in the future.
I think Gold is it's kind of like you know how PlayStation Plus has the whole you get free games thing?
Yeah.
I think they're probably just going to make multiplayer free and then you just get free games based off of that. But honestly, their whole thing is Game Pass now, so it makes sense for them to make multiplayer free. Because, you're already spending a decent amount on Game Pass. And then top it off with $60 a year.
Yeah, I don't use Game Pass, so...
Oh, so I think they're discontinuing Xbox Live, but not the gold version.
Yeah, the gold is basically just the membership with the perks. But online multiplayer is going to be free, just like online multiplayer via Steam and stuff.
Oh yeah, it seems that they stopped selling the 12-month Xbox Gold subscriptions. That's why they're like speculating on it.
Interesting. Why do you think they would?
Yeah, so they're not. You could still sign up for like 1 or 3 months. So it's probably something that they're just going to try to finish off for the end of the year.
Yeah,
the consoles come out in November.
Yeah, I'm thinking that maybe they're. I feel like they're going to move everything to Xbox Games Pass.
Yeah.
Because like that already has like all the bonuses of gold.
Yeah, Game Pass has got a bunch of Bethesda games. I think the other day.
Yeah, we were talking about that, me and my friends, because they didn't know about it. And I was just like, I find it so hard to believe that Bethesda is going to have exclusive games. I'm just, I was like, what, the new one, Starfield? Or what is it? The new IP they're making?
Yeah, Starfield.
Starfield, yeah, I want to say, because I get confused with that and another game that was supposed to come out like forever ago.
Star Citizen, right?
No, it was crowdfunded. And it was like, it just never came out. It was a big, I don't remember exactly what it is, but Starfield though, like, is that game just going to be exclusive now? Like, or like, did they have this whole thing planned where this was going to be an Xbox thing? I have a hard time believing it.
I mean, did you see the leaked screenshot for Starfield?
No, I did not.
Oh,
look that up.
Yeah, let me look that up.
Maybe we'll have the return of Cueyo after that.
Yeah, finally.
That's what he said he was doing. He was waiting for Starfield to come out.
I think this has everything in it. No, they cut off the UI in this picture. But yeah.
Hey, I just found that. I googled it. So, do you think it's gonna have like some No Man's Sky-esque themes where you're gonna be exploring like that, and maybe base building?
We have like if you look at the UI, we have like a bunch of different stuff, like temperature. Actually, let me find. But yeah, like
hopefully it has actual things to do though.
Yeah, actually.
Like at launch, because No Man's Sky has stuff to do now, but in the beginning of that game,
I still love No Man's Sky. Like, I want to go back and play it relatively soon. Just haven't had the time.
At launch, that game was
rough.
Dead on arrival.
Rough, to say the least. I know I played it.
I played it for like the first hour, because like the first hour you're like, oh wow, this is pretty cool. You build your spaceship and shit. But once you build your spaceship, it's boring.
Nothing to do. Yeah.
Well, no, it got a lot better. I remember I picked it up with the next update. It was pretty fun. I played it for like 9 hours, and then I ran out of time to play the game, because like you need to invest a lot of time into No Man's Sky. It's fun. It's just like
you know what? The next update was really good, and then they fucking broke it with the update they just came out with like a year ago. It was pretty rough.
Yeah, no, I remember you making a video about how you're like not gonna come back to it because like it just doesn't feel the same.
Yeah, well, I was gonna come back as I wasn't gonna come back for like a series because I had so much fun with it after the next update, and then like what they did with the newest update is that they made it really convenient to play online, and it's like it's really easy to play online now. But then they added power, so you have to worry about having to power all your bases now, and then you have to worry about storing energy because if you don't store your energy, you can't power any of your shops, you can't power your lights, can't power anything. So it's like that was like the thing. I was like, why is this necessary? I have to spend all these resources to do this, and then they made starships bigger for some reason. They just scaled it up, like they just multiplied the size by like 2 or 3, right? And so now that those were bigger, they took away the landing platform. So if you had a landing platform built, it's now gone, and you have to rebuild another landing platform that's bigger and costs more resources to fit with the ship you have.
What you
It's
mean?
like, this is stupid. I have like 8 bases.
You mean the freighters that like you could call to you at any time?
No. Like your regular like fighters.
Wait, really?
Yeah, so you have to
What?
build a bigger landing platform now because they just upped the scale of the ships for no reason at all.
All right then. Jeez. Like
It was super weird, and it just made me just like not interested at that point. I'm like, all right, I'm done. not
They
really
want to
getting
make
into
it
this.
tedious. That's why.
Yeah, so I like fixed like 2 or 3 of my bases that I usually go to. Like I have multiple bases for different resources. Like I have a planet that I use strictly for gold and strictly for like copper or platinum, like some resource that I need. But yeah, now I changed it all up because I can't power it.
yeah, so I think with that we've kind of discussed that to no end.
We went off topic.
Yeah, we went pretty. Yeah,
You know.
it happens.
Yeah.
But I think to kind of bring it back.
Speaking of, I don't know, fucking video games.
Yeah.
Minecraft Steve is in Smash.
Yeah, I went to watch that trailer, and I haven't gotten around to it. I thought it was a joke at first.
No, it's impressive.
He's in it, man.
Yeah, if you look at it, they got like all the Minecraft animations, the stupid shit you do with like.
Bro, he builds blocks. It's so cool.
Yeah, literally, like the stupid shit you do with friends where like you're crouching and like you do weird actions. You can do that in Smash. I feel like this is the most amount of work I feel like they've ever put into Smash.
Yeah, like they had the actual like movements for him. I was surprised because once they announced it, I was like, oh fuck, they're just gonna have regular fucking walking.
I was curious if it was gonna be like because they have was it Mr. Game and Watch.
Yeah,
I was like,
thinking
it's
it'd be
probably gonna be
something
like that.
But no, it's not. It's fluid.
It's pretty cool, man. I can't lie. I think it's weird, obviously, but I mean, why not? Who cares?
See, I thought they were done with characters. I thought they just finished it up with that Fire Emblem thing, and everyone was just gonna be pissed off
Yeah,
forever.
So,
Could be like Battlefront 2, where you just neglect it forever and ever and ever and ever.
Yeah, so a lot of people think that Smash Ultimate's going to be the last Smash game.
That'd be disappointing.
Well, the thing is, they've already added so many characters to it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's true.
It's kind of like, where do you go from here?
And they don't have a new console coming up.
Because the Switch still makes a fuck ton of money.
I mean, I love my Switch. I'm not gonna lie, and I just started getting into Animal Crossing, so I mean, I'm good with it right now.
Yeah, I just wish, Mortal Kombat got more love. Because so I love Mortal Kombat 11. I played the shit out of it. I still play it. The last time they added characters was in May. It was I think there were like 3 characters that they added RoboCop, Shiva, and Fujin, and one of the 3 was actually fun to play.
Wait, was it RoboCop?
No.
What?
It was Fujin.
RoboCop's got so many cool stuff.
He just feels very clunky to me. He's kind of like the Terminator, where he's essentially a brawler, and when it comes to fighting far away, you just gotta know the shit to do. But if you're getting your ass whooped, it's kind of hard to stop it. But I think my overall problem with Mortal Kombat and adding characters for each game is like when they add a character, it's like a 50-50 shot between it's going to be a pretty fun character to play or it's going to be fucking annoying.
Yeah, I feel like when they make those characters, like did they add Ghost Rider? Or there's someone there's someone that they added recently who I was like, whoa, that person's in a Mortal Kombat game? That's kind of weird.
They added the Terminator. They added the Terminator. I feel like the Terminator is like the last one they added because like I stopped paying attention after they added Alien and Predator. And the last like guest character they added was RoboCop.
Oh, I think it was Spawn.
Spawn. But Spawn's actually really fun to play as.
Yeah, but I feel like when they add these characters, are they really? I feel like they're all just afterthoughts. Like, oh, that would be pretty cool in our game. Let's just do that. And they kind of
it's basically because Warner Brothers, they own NetherRealm. NetherRealm makes the Mortal Kombat game, so basically they're like, oh, what can we grab from under the license?
Yeah.
And so they just kind of take it, but at least they're trying with some of it because they got Keith David to voice Spawn, and he voiced Spawn in the HBO series.
There's a Spawn HBO series?
Yeah, but it's not live action. It was a cartoon.
Is it like relatively new?
Oh, actually,
no, it was in the 90s.
Speaking of HBO real quick, so there's a rumor out there. My buddy told me about it yesterday. Have any of you guys ever watched Vikings before? TV show?
Heard of it.
Yeah,
seen a little of it.
You know the guy who plays Ragnar Lothbrok?
Nope.
Travis Fimmel. He's like the main character for seasons 1 through 4.
I know what he looks like.
Yeah. He's supposed to be playing, like he's rumored to be playing the like main Targaryen person who invades Westeros in the spin-off series of Game of Thrones coming in.
Yeah, what was the spin-off about again? Is it like a prequel?
It's going to be about the invasion. Yeah, it's going to be about the invasion of Westeros by the Targaryens.
Yeah, I don't know much about
Game one of them. There's like 6 of them planned. I don't even know. It's like anymore.
Didn't they want to like remake the last season?
Well, I mean, there was a petition to, but it doesn't mean they have to.
I mean, they did redo this. They did the Snyder cut, right? So maybe they have it in them to like remake the entire last season.
I'm not really excited about that.
Yeah, speaking of which, the Snyder cut. Schneider, however you say it.
Snyder, just yeah.
Yes, apparently they're gonna be like making it into like a multiple part series.
It's 3 parts, I believe. Because the movie is over 3 hours, just how Zach likes it.
Yeah.
Really, really long with a lot of god imagery that is so boring.
I don't know, man. What was it called? Watchmen was pretty cool.
I didn't like Watchmen.
I feel like
Watchmen was a hit or miss, though. People either really like it or really hate it. I
liked Rorschach. I thought they added. I understand the comic, but I feel like they added one scene that I know is not in the comics because I read up on it, and I think it really helped like delve into his character. Other than that, the other ones were just kind of boring.
Like, what's his name? Was it the Owl?
Owl Man? Yeah, he's kind of boring.
Yeah, him and the fucking other chick literally just fuck the entire movie.
They fuck in the owl plane or whatever they fucking call it.
It's like their entire character development. Like, all right,
I mean,
Zach,
it's more.
We get it.
You know what? It's more character development than Rey. All of Rey's character development into the Star Wars sequel trilogy. So
yeah, very true.
However, I don't know if you saw about her too. She came out in an interview the other day and stated that Palpatine being her granddaddy is like fucking was something they made last minute. It was not planned. It was not something that was from the start.
I never knew.
And apparently, yeah, right. And apparently, when they talked about her parentage at the beginning of the like episodes, Obi-Wan was supposed to be her dad from the start, or granddad from the start.
Well, their problem was they thought like, oh, we'll do it like the Marvel movies. They work out. A bunch of directors, they work on the movies. But you see, there's like one guy that says, okay, you can make a plot in the movie, but make sure you hit like every single point that is on the timeline so it's not a jumbled mess.
I was gonna say, because like Warner Brothers tried the same thing too, and you see how bad the DCEU ended up.
Yeah, well, now they're doing their own fucking thing. It seems to be working.
Yeah.
For the DCEU, all I kept saying to people was like, they need to stop trying to copy Marvel, and they'll be fine. That's all they
basically did. They just stopped doing the whole tie-in shit.
Right.
They just do slight nods to it.
Yeah, like the Joker and like how it's the reason why his parents were killed and Batman's parents were killed and all that.
Yeah. Yeah, like ever since Shazam came out, that's when DC movies started turning around.
I hope Shazam was amazing. Good.
I love Shazam.
Well, apparently the new Batman's supposed to take place in the same universe as the Joker did, so that'll be interesting.
Wait, I'm so excited for that too.
Which Batman is this like because like the Batman from Justice League is supposed to be Christopher Nolan's Batman.
Is it?
Yeah, apparently it is.
Oh, that's so disappointing.
It's supposed to be
him,
but like
I don't understand how that works though.
It's supposed to be him but older.
No, man, Christian Bale got fat, man.
Wait, I don't understand though.
I don't know if it's canon, but like I think I remember.
I think that's bullshit. I feel like what's his name?
I heard it somewhere. I don't remember where, but yeah, Snyder again. He was like he said, "Oh yeah, this is supposed to be basically like the same guy, just old and grizzled." So I don't know if it's like.
But they already did that.
Who'd they do that with?
If they're doing the Christian Bale Batman, they already kind of did that. Because at Dark Knight Rises, he was in the beginning. He was like, "Oh, I'm done with Batman. I'm all beat up. I can't do it anymore." But then he's brought back into it. But then this movie came out a million years ago, so who fucking cares? He quote unquote dies, but he's not really dead.
Yeah, with the atomic bomb, right?
Yeah. Why the fuck would he come back?
Yeah, well, I'm assuming you're talking about the end of Dark Knight Rises and how they connect. Yeah, I mean, he did it to escape, and so it makes no sense that he would come back.
Yeah, why the fuck would he come back and then look like Ben Affleck?
I came back, I got fatter, and I got a little bit
Europe
more angry.
Changed me.
Yeah, I don't think it's necessarily the same universe, but it's supposed to be like the same character. Because I know I definitely remember him like saying that in an interview or something. Maybe it's off the record where he was just like, I'm Zack Snyder. I'm Zack Snyder. I can do anything.
They're bringing back Affleck for the Flashpoint movie.
Okay, can I just tell you something though? The Flash is terrible in those movies. It's nothing against the actor, but like, holy shit, the way he goes in like super speed is terrible. It's so much better in the TV show, and that's saying something.
That TV show is cringy as fuck, bro.
I know. I don't watch the TV show. I never have, but like, it's like one of those things. Well, I watched Arrow before it got real cringy too, so I saw some of that.
Arrow was pretty good though.
Arrow got cringy after like season 5 or 6. I don't really remember which one it was. I think it was season 6 that got real cringy.
Yeah, so I think we've gotten a little off topic again.
Yeah, well,
I think that's
what happens with superheroes.
It's been very slow. Very slow news week, if you ask me.
It really has.
Speaking of,
I had a really good one.
All right, go ahead, do yours.
Speaking of fucking stupidity, like fucking Ben Affleck Batman being Christian Bale, people are buying the wrong Xbox.
We predicted this. We predicted this. I was like, there's no way people are not going to buy the wrong one.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's just stupidity. Like, come on. I understand they have similar names, but when you're buying something that expensive, make sure you're buying the right damn product.
I mean, if you're an old grandparent buying something for their like 6-year-old, you're like, Which one is this? The Xbox? Yeah, I want the Xbox.
Yeah, we predicted this shit 2 episodes ago. We warned you.
We warned
God.
you. Should have been watching.
Yeah, exactly.
Nope, no one ever
I
listens
knew
to
it.
us.
I can't believe it happened.
No one ever listens to the LODcast. You know, we predict people buying the wrong Xbox. And
We
look what
predicted
happens.
9/11.
No, you want to know what? Next prediction. Here's the next prediction. They're gonna start buying the wrong Spider-Man game because they're remastering it on PlayStation 5. They're gonna buy the wrong one.
Yeah, speaking of which, did you guys see the ray tracing implementation they did? It was pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
but everyone's flipping out about the face change.
oh yeah, I saw that. They changed him to look more like the movie one, right?
No, they changed it to look more like the voice actor.
Wait, what?
Because, yeah. So before, when they made the Spider-Man PS4, the guy who voices Spider-Man just did VO.
Mm-hmm.
But now, since they want to implement more emotion with the new graphics, they basically redesigned Peter Parker's character model in order to fit his face. But the problem is he looks way too young to be how old he's supposed to be. So I'm just kind of like, just fucking...
See, I didn't know that, but when I looked at it, it was like, because I saw the comparison of the pictures, I was like, are they trying to make him look more like Tom Holland? I'm so confused.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought they were trying to
They're
make him
two
look like
different
Tom Holland.
characters.
That's why I
They're two
said, oh.
different-
Because I only thought...
Yeah, that's what I got really confused about.
Because I only saw a thumbnail picture on YouTube with clickbait.
That's what I saw too. No
That's
idea.
supposed to be the voice actor? So did they
Yeah.
record all the scenes?
I don't think so. I think they just changed the character models and just kind of...
Went with the animations and all that?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's wild. Why would they do that now of all times, though? I feel like that's just extra work in the pipeline. I mean, if they're making improvements to the game, why don't they just get rid of the Mary Jane parts altogether?
There you go. That's side by side of what he looks like, and
I mean, I guess. He doesn't really look like Peter Parker, though. If you know
yeah.
what I mean. And so people were saying he looked too young?
I mean, he kind of does, though. He kind of does. I mean, just kind of, not gonna lie, just give him a little bit more age. Maybe give him like a stubble or something. I don't know. Make him not look like he's in high school.
Well, I mean, yeah, it depends on what Peter Parker you're working with. I'm pretty sure the one in the games, I haven't played it yet, was like out of high. He was like an adult already.
Yeah.
Meant to
Hey,
be.
wasn't he supposed to be like
So-
22 or
Is it-
something?
Yeah, he's supposed to be out of college and working.
Yeah, see, that's why I thought he looked like Tom Holland.
Yeah, that's why I got really confused. But
Yeah,
once
no.
more, I think we strayed from our topic.
Yeah, we did.
About people buying the
We did.
wrong Xbox.
Who fucking cares? They'll just keep making the same
Well, I
mistake.
guess we know the title of this podcast. It's gonna be what episode is this? 21, episode 21, off topic.
9 plus 10.
Always off topic.
Well, alright, I think we seem to be exhausting every topic really quickly. Let's go on to the next one, which I feel like we can talk about for a while. Amazon Luna.
We'll see
Okay,
about that.
hold up. A new gaming streaming service? Didn't they learn from Google?
Nope.
Come on.
They were
That's
in
why I
too
wanted to
deep
talk
there.
about this.
They were in too deep.
So Amazon was
What
like,
the fuck?
Google make big thing, Xbox make big thing, PS4, I mean Sony make big thing for streaming? We make big thing for streaming too. People buy. And so
When people buy, we do.
so the way they did it though is different. So unlike all the other services that like either have you buy your games on that platform or like bring over games you already own, basically they're doing it like cable TV did it. So you buy the games not individually, but like you buy a channel subscription to like the publisher or the developer. So there's like a Ubisoft
Oh, fuck
bundle.
that. Fuck that.
There's a Ubisoft bundle coming out that you can pay like a certain amount each month to get, and then like they already have their base one, which is $5.99 or something.
That's gonna be a hit,
Yeah,
and that's my prediction.
and the thing is, the issue. I don't think the issue is that the servers that these people are using are bad. It's the fact that internet service is so slow. Like, I know you remember how Google started Google Fiber a long time ago, and like the whole point of Google Fiber was basically to make it so that every other ISP would be like, oh, we're being beat out by Google, who's not even an internet company. We better speed up our internet. And then like they apparently accomplished their job, and everyone sped up, and now it's like happening again. Like, I think they made all that on the premise that internet speeds would be way faster by now.
Amazon's been trying to like dip their fingers in everything because technically Amazon loses money every day because they're not a profitable company. That's why they've been buying up a lot of areas and increasing things. Like they spread into the streaming services in terms like, you know, they have Amazon Prime now, but then they bought Gordon Foods.
I love
and like
Amazon Prime.
I do too. And if you haven't watched The Boys, I highly recommend it.
Did you see that
so
episode
good.
last
So
Friday?
good.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Whoa, that was a
fucked
good
me up.
episode. Man.
Wait, there's a season
Not
2
to
of The
get
Boys now?
sidetracked.
Yeah.
Not
Whoa.
boys.
Well,
Not to
you
get
live under a rock. You're living
Boys.
under a fucking rock, man.
That explains my
Not to get
recommended.
sidetracked. Keep going.
It's so good, man.
But yeah,
Oh yeah, Amazon. Just
Jeff Bezos.
Stop. Just stop. Just
Jeff Bezos is just
keep adding shitty movies on Prime, please.
next thing we're gonna have the Amazon car because they're gonna spread into vehicles. Watch.
No, the thing is, I read about that too, about Amazon being like unprofitable, and the only reason that they're even like getting investors is because of this thing. I don't know anything about economics or taxes, but I read this on Reddit, so it must be right? Apparently, there's a thing called like future money or something like that, where like you invest in a company in the hopes that they'll make money for you. It's like they basically say, hey, this is how much we're making now. In 10 years, you can write this off as your taxes. And like,
So it's literally an investment.
yeah.
Which I don't know if you saw actually with the investments. When Sony announced their prices, their stock jumped up by like 37%. It was actually insane. Microsoft stock is actually super high right now too. It's like $210 a stock right now.
Did you guys see
Microsoft.
the extension for the Xbox One X? No, Xbox Series S. See, there it
So
is.
you'll buy the
again.
wrong one.
Yeah. So the Xbox Series S for the 1 TB hard drive edition is $200. But it's not a hard drive. I think it's an SSD. So basically, if you get that version, you're just buying a $200 SSD with parts on it. Like, alright. Very cool, Microsoft. I don't understand why the memory's so expensive, though. Like, they should have just gone with a traditional hard drive for the Series S.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know. It's one of those things where they kind of hold a pretty strong rip over that market. There's not many people to compete, so they don't really have to fluctuate or make things cheaper than they are.
But yeah, I think we've
Slow news week.
It really has.
We just keep changing
Nothing.
topics, so the name for this episode is probably going to be like off topic or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out by the time I'm done editing.
Yes.
Yeah, so moving on then to the next section, whatever we want to talk about. By the way, the last one was general interest. Internet. I keep saying interest. I don't know why. But now, the thing I want to talk about is part 3 to our epic tale.
Fuck you.
Epic versus Apple Electric Boogaloo was a great success. That was part 2, by the way. So now we have Return of the King. So Epic being
That
the
was
fucking
very good, Ash.
Epic being the fucking thank you.
Thank
Epic being
you.
the crybabies that they are. We're like,
I'm
we
gonna
went
cry
for-
now because that was amazing.
basically, Epic, you know, they needed help fighting against the big baddie Sauron, I mean Apple. So, they got together the fellowship of other apps. They got Tidal, Spotify, a bunch of other people. and they're like, we need help defeating the bad guy and destroying the Ring of Power. I'm reading this in the fucking story of
I
Lord of the
hate that you're
Rings.
We're gonna get copyright claim. Just wait.
And they fucking journeyed to Mountain Doom to throw the ring away. By ring, I mean filed a lawsuit. But yeah, basically, they got a bunch of new companies involved, and they're all like vouching for the same thing. I mean, it's not bad in the end, but like, and I get it. They're not much better themselves, and there's so many like caveats to how they're doing this, because like Epic is literally just doing this for money. Their big points that they had against Apple were that we want you guys to not take a 30% cut, and we want more lax rules on submitting apps.
No
Like,
way.
and that's like what everyone's saying. But like the thing is, Epic only got in trouble with Apple because they went out of their way to get in trouble. Like the same thing happened with Facebook, where they were doing what Epic was doing, where they're like doing non-in-app purchases through like the App Store, and they were just like, "Hey, yeah, pay us directly," and Apple was like, "All right, we saw that. We're giving you guys a few months to implement." I think they gave them like half a year or something to implement in-app purchases through the App Store. So like they would give them time. Like Epic fucking thrashed their way out of that situation. Like, no, I don't want to do it in a few months. I want it now. I want my money now, not through you guys. And they just fucking took everyone down with them. Like,
It's my money and I need it now.
like, come on, Epic.
I mean, Epic's a big company too. Like, as much as like we kind of sit there and say, "Oh, they're the little guy in this situation," they make millions of dollars. They're fine, and they're doing it for publicity more often, and then probably just saying, "Look, we are also a big time company who could also challenge the big time companies. We are legit. We're legit. Steam, you're next. We're coming for you."
Please
Like-
don't touch that. I love Steam.
I love Steam too.
And the thing is, you know how they also filed the thing against the Google Play Store? Well, guess what? Google went silent. Google was like, all right, we're not fucking dealing with this shit. We're not going to do what Apple does and start posting about it on social media.
Because they know it's a dumpster fire.
Yeah, so like, Google is just out of there. They also changed like all their license agreements and stuff, and like started changing things around so that like they wouldn't get in as much trouble. Because that's what Google does. They sneak their little grubby fingers around everything and act like they didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah,
Like
they
with
steal all.
Stadia.
Hey, they steal all our data, and then they look at TikTok and be like, "Look, they're stealing all your data."
No, we didn't know. Who can do that? They're not supposed.
Only we could do that. Now we're about to post this on YouTube, which is owned by Google, and then we're all gonna get kidnapped and get killed.
I'm sorry, overlords. We didn't mean anything. Please. Speaking of
Yeah.
TikTok, they got a ban extension. So you know, how, like last time, it was last episode, I think.
We talked about it, yeah.
Apparently, they got an extension until November 12th to find another company to sell things off to, or to change the structure of their app.
Is that before it gets like banned?
Yeah. So they got until November 12th. But what I feel like is gonna keep happening, and the reason why it hasn't disappeared yet, is like, okay, so how much are they actually gonna enforce this? Because
True.
in the end, more people use TikTok, and I'm assuming WeChat, because WeChat doesn't really affect America. It affects other Asian countries more. But like,
Yeah.
literally every single person I know uses TikTok, except for myself and you guys. And like, it's literally crawled. It's seeped into everything. If it's seeping into my rap music, I think there's a problem. It's such a cultural phenomenon that I don't think it's going to be very easy to get rid of it. And they're just going to keep pushing it back and pushing it back. Because,
They got rid of Vine.
well, didn't Vine die on its own?
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't it owned by Twitter? Like,
It was actually.
yeah.
And they're like, oh, we don't have the money for this. Because, Twitter was unprofitable until like a year ago.
Well, I mean, Twitter itself, despite being like the second most popular, I would say, actually, I would probably say third most popular social media group now. I would say Snapchat has probably surpassed Twitter at this point, at least with like our generation. But no, I feel like Twitter is like, it's not like, I don't know, it's weird. I use it only occasionally. It's one of those social media things that I don't use Facebook anymore. I don't think really many of us probably use Facebook
No,
anymore.
not at all.
Yeah.
I
Twitter I
just
still go on, but it's really more for the memes.
Yeah, so the only I use YouTube the most, and then it's Twitter, I guess, and then like everything else is kind of equal. I guess Snapchat is also up there.
I mean, if
really
you're
all-
gonna count YouTube as the like a social media platform, I would say YouTube is by far probably the like one of the biggest, if not the biggest.
but like TikTok is definitely up there. Like,
I feel like TikTok is even more popular than Vine ever was. Like even back when Vine was like really popular, I think TikTok surpassed that.
yeah, if there's people in my college screaming about some TikTok person walking down the campus, then
when did this happen?
I don't get it, man. I really don't. Like even with Vine, I never understood Vine either. Like it's not like I don't know. It's they're just small videos. They're not celebrities.
no,
Like, at all.
but they they do the thing where like they sing and dance to the song.
So cringy. Dude. I refuse to get TikTok. I won't get it. I'm not.
I don't get it. I can understand like the jokes and meme stuff that people do with it that they did for a while, but the app itself just isn't for me. I feel like recording
It's
myself
a
doing
cesspool.
something. Yeah, exactly. It's literally just Musically, and I didn't like Musically.
I mean, we sit there. We're not going to sit there and record ourselves as we literally sit here and record ourselves.
All right, I mean,
Look,
record myself
This is cool,
mouthing
though.
something.
This is cool.
Look, TikTok, we already have our overlords. We call it YouTube. Okay, fuck off.
But yeah, I think we've kind of exhausted that. So
Eric, what do you want to talk about?
All right, this isn't definitely the second time we're talking about this,
No.
but
No, it isn't.
the game nobody asked for, Star Wars Squadrons, and yeah, it came out October 1st, and to be honest, I completely forgot it was even coming out because it got announced. I feel like 3 months ago, not even, and then it just dropped. And to be honest, I watched gameplay because one of the YouTubers I used to work with was streaming it, and it looked so bad. Like it just doesn't even look fun. It looks like a stereotypical story, and it looks just like I guess like I didn't see any multiplayer. If there is even multiplayer, I didn't pay attention to it.
There is.
Yeah, if it is, I could assume it's just everything that Starfighter Assault was in Battlefront 2. And I'm not gonna lie, Starfighter Assault is a terrible game mode. It's completely awful. But I mean, yeah, it's a game, and I don't remember anyone really asking for it. And I feel like it's gonna fail. And then if it does fail, EA is gonna throw down the hammer, and kill off Star Wars.
well, didn't they have like a 10-year contract with Disney or something?
Yeah, but Disney's been getting on their ass about it because it was back just before or just after Battlefront 2 came out. Disney was like, the fuck? You've had our IP for like 4 years now and you've only made 2 games. Like, what the hell is this? And EA's like, we're sorry, mate. We'll decide to make some more games. And then Jedi Fallen Order got announced, and then Squadrons just dropped out of nowhere. And then there's the rumor that BioWare's remastering
KOTOR?
KOTOR, yeah. And so it's like, okay, so now we're getting all these Star Wars games magically out of nowhere and dropping out of nowhere, and it's like it just feels forced and a little rushed. I feel like EA's on the back foot right now because now they have the corporate giant of Disney. Like, hello.
Yeah, so I was like looking at gameplay of Squadrons. So from what I understand of the gameplay, at least, you have like 3 meters, and like you can push your power into like shields, speed, or like weapons. I'm like, all right, this seems like fun, but I feel like I don't know. The game just feels what's the word? It feels like AA instead of AAA because they're charging AAA prices, but it doesn't seem like it has any of the polish that you'd expect from a AAA game.
Who even made it? Like,
I have no idea.
because it could be like a AA developer, because EA's, I would say, a AAA publisher, obviously, but I mean, I don't even know who developed it.
I'm looking it up right now.
That's exactly what I'm doing. Motive Studios.
Who's Motive Studios? What did they make? Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Well,
In
they worked
collaboration
on
with
Battlefront 2.
So they were
like they
support
helped
studio.
develop it. That's it. That's all they've done. Is they helped develop Battlefront 2.
And the worst part of the game, according to you, they brought over and made a game off of. All right.
Well, I would say the most popular of that game is either Supremacy or Galactic Assault. I don't have any of my friends, all my YouTuber friends that play Battlefront 2, none of them touch space combat, Starfighter Assault. None of them. And all they play is the ground combat games. And so I just sit there and think, like, why would they make that into a game when nobody played it?
Well, because I remember when the Battlefront 2015 came out, everyone was like, there's no space battles, what the fuck? We love space battles. What the fuck? I want my space battles. Remember in Battlefront 2 when we had the space battles and I used to fly my ship? Why can't I do that anymore? I can't go into space anymore. And then they added it and no one played it.
I think that has to do with, like, because I don't know if you guys ever played Battlefront 2 at all.
Which one?
The newest one.
I played it. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, the heroes for the space combat and everything, the heroes that are in there are incredibly broken. They're just, you can't kill them. It's so hard to kill them. And like, if you're anywhere near decent, you won't die as one of those ships. Basically, having that, it just makes it really hard to play. I mean, right now, DICE has kind of abandoned Battlefront 2, so it's hard to play that game sometimes right now.
Well, all right. I feel like we've exhausted that. Not really. We're just running out of time. Matt.
Mafia
turn.
Definitive. Ooh.
Yes, this is going to be a very quick review. So, I got Mafia Definitive Edition because I loved Mafia 2. I played the shit out of it. Mafia 3 was disappointing.
Very.
Cinematic graphics on that game are still great to this day. Like, have you seen those things?
Oh yeah, they look amazing.
I played all the Mafia games except for this newest one. I played all of them.
So it's like one of those remake games. It's the same game, but they added new elements to it. So they just rebuilt the combat, the engine, and everything. Of course, voice acting, and Mafia's back, man. Thank God. Like, you actually feel like you're in the Mafia now.
Yeah, no, I was looking at it and
it's like a lot of fun.
All the reviews and everything say like it's really good. Like, even on a technical level, it's a really good game.
Yeah,
I loved Mafia 2 as a kid. Like, I played it a while ago when it first came out, and I think my biggest issue with Mafia 2 is that the end game, you just have to restart the story. You can't just play in the open world. I think that was my biggest issue with it.
Mafia Definitive they have a free thing. They have a free roam thing that's separate from the story, but I always thought with the Mafia games, there's not really much to do once you're done with the game.
Yeah, isn't there really like nothing outside the story itself? Like, you play for the story. It's supposed to be a more.
Oh, that's a bit.
The story's
that
great.
makes more sense then.
The story's great in this game. The voice acting and everything is great. The combat can be a little janky sometimes because there's some glitches, especially when I first got the game, but they patched it and now everything's running pretty well. So I'm with Hangar 13. I think this is definitely a step in the right direction after Mafia 3. I feel when Mafia 3,
wasn't it remade by a different company though?
No, Hangar 13.
Oh, okay.
Hangar 13 worked on they remastered graphics-wise Mafia 2 and Mafia 3. Those came out before Mafia Definitive, and then Mafia Definitive just came out. But I think it's definitely a step in the right direction because they're starting to appeal to what the fans of the Mafia series like. Like, they like being a mobster. They don't like, like Mafia 3 is a good story. I just think it was poorly executed with the gameplay. Like, it would have been a great game, but
Except it wasn't about the mafia.
it wasn't about the mafia. That's one thing, but it had a great story and the performances were good, but the gameplay held it back. And in this game, they didn't make the mistake of fucking up the gameplay. That was my biggest worry. I thought it was going to be Mafia 3 launch all over, and I'm so happy that it wasn't. The game runs perfectly. The cinematics are great, just like the third one. There's no bullshit glitches or crashes. And overall, I think it's going to get certified good game.
Certified good game.
Yes.
Yeah. The LODcast seal of approval, certified good game.
Yes.
So I mean, I think the one thing I was disappointed about is that the old voice actors can come back.
Yeah, but these guys are pretty good replacements.
Yeah, didn't they?
I'm not saying that's a.
Didn't they choose people who like fit the characters more?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah, like the guy that they got to voice Tommy Angelo is really good.
Yeah, I'm not saying those guys are going to be any worse at it. It's just one of those things where it's like, damn. Because I heard that around the same time I heard what happened to Woods in Call of Duty Black Ops. Or like the new Black Ops coming out. I don't know if you guys heard about what happened with that.
No, we discussed it last time.
We discussed it last week.
With the voice actor?
Yeah.
Do we? All right, yeah, no, I do. I was wondering I wasn't sure who I talked about it with.
Yeah, don't get me started with that bullshit.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm excited for it. I was gonna eventually get Mafia Definitive Edition. It's not one of those games I'm gonna grab right away though.
Yeah,
I've already played it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Anyways, we've kind of exhausted this, so
Yeah, okay, we're doing lightning round from the community, but not really. Question 1. If you could clone a little baby Hitler, does that Hitler deserve the same punishment if he has the same memories?
Yeah.
I don't want to answer this question, yes.
I'm punting that child off a cliff.
Yeah.
But he didn't do anything wrong.
Don't care.
But if
he just thinks he did everything.
Do not care.
Well, it
do
depends.
Not care.
It depends. As in, does the baby Hitler, does it have the same ideologies as?
It's identical.
I mean, if it has the same
to him in every way.
Yes.
Then kill that fucker.
Literally, because he did not regret anything, even to the bitter end. That man was like diehard. No, I'm punting the child off a cliff.
Yep.
I'm gonna adopt a thing like the Spartans did. I'm gonna yeet the child. Get rid of him.
All right. Yep.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree to that. By the way, this little baby Hitler question is what I use when conversations go stale in real life.
Oh, I don't do that. I just ask people if they like Frank Sinatra, and then I drop the hard truth bomb on them.
He beat his fucking wife.
Yeah. Yes, he did. Anywho, question numero dos. Are games art?
No, they're not.
Play devil's advocate to why they're not.
They're not art because
We're supposed to say that!
Kid sees it! Games aren't art, they're fucking trash. They cause violence. My son fucking...
Well, as the filmmaker Martin Scorsese once said, Marvel movies, they're like roller coasters. Video games, they're like roller coasters. I think video games, they are an art. You want to know why? Because they're a bunch of roller coasters, as Martin Scorsese would say if you asked him.
The only reason I put this in here is because Jeff Keighley got video games as a category in like some art award, like competition or whatever. It's like some prestigious thing, I forget. But like video games are technically considered art now. And
wasn't that known for a while?
Well, I don't think they were in any competitions besides like the video game awards, like any real competitions, because I don't.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's like a part of some national art festival now, and Hideo Kojima put like Death Stranding in there.
I'm excited for my watch party for the Game Awards this year, if they're happening.
Yeah,
We
when
just
did
gotta
they
know.
They happen in December.
Guys, when are we having our Among Us podcast gameplay?
We all own it.
With the three of us.
No, we can get us three. We can get Talha there. We can see if we can get fucking Cam if he ever comes out of the works.
Exit's stuck in fucking Romania. I think he's been stuck in Romania for years now.
Oh, wait, did he say it was Romania? I thought it was Croatia.
Was it Croatia? He's stuck in some European country that he can't get out of because of quarantine.
Oh, that's rough.
See if we can get Raku revived. Just go. You dead yet?
Question 3. Where's PC2?
We killed it. I killed it specifically. Me and
Dude, it's coming out.
Is it? It's not coming out, but there's
No, it's gonna come out on December 31st, 2012, 11:59 p.m.
2012. Whoa. Does that mean
Exactly.
Bro? No, man, I'm still.
The Mayan calendar ends.
I'm still convinced
Dude,
that the world ended.
I did see a meme. It was like the Mayan, the dyslexic Mayan who wrote 2012 instead of 2021.
That's actually pretty good.
Yeah, but with that, I think we can bring this podcast to an end. We're going to name this podcast Off Topic or something vaguely like that because we did not stay on topic once this podcast.
That's okay.
But yeah,
it's hard to stay on topic on a short week, and on top of that, we didn't have breaking news like we did last time.
Yeah, last time we had Bethesda being bought by Microsoft. This time we just had part 3 to our fucking trilogy.
Yeah. So, any more predictions that will most likely happen?
Prediction? I think PlayStation is going to charge people money to play games that are from the PS3 backwards generation. I'm predicting it
kind of
right
like PlayStation now. Kind of like PlayStation now.
Yeah,
except
exactly.
Probably, I could see it. PlayStation now sucks. I'm gonna make a prediction, and it's gonna be stupid, but obviously, just hear me out. Fucking Sony is gonna buy 2K in response to Microsoft buying Bethesda. So that means GTA and all the 2K games are gonna be exclusive to PlayStation.
We'll find out. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys.
Yes.
We'll have everything linked in the description, and have a great day. To you, the viewer. Bye.
Goodbye.